TSP, we like to welcome you. Every show we drop a gem on you to invest in you. We giving you the game, not no lame shit. These other podcasts talk about the same shit. We talk sports, world news, entertainment. Good eats on that grill, we get dangerous. TSP, we like to welcome you. Your day, week, month, we hope that we can help you through.
Yes, sir. TSP episode 222. I'm your host, Bobby Hall, and with me, as always, that's the one and only Dylan Lisevich. D-Lo, how we doing, my man?
Hey, we're hanging in there. Busy Saturday, Bobby. Going from east to west. And, yeah, man, it was hanging some time out there with my fellow Latinas and Latinos out there in Columbus. Going for a 1-year-old's birthday party. Excellent party. They know how to throw a party over there. So it doesn't always start on time, but as she said, as the host said herself, typical Hispanic stuff. They know how to throw a party. Just it's never on time. But it was a great food, great eats, great hangs, good time.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I got to go visit our old cohort, our good buddy Joe the Greek. His wonderful wife, Jamie, threw him a 40th birthday gathering, chock full of pizzas and Capri Suns and cupcakes and chicken chunks and Dragon Ball Z, balloons, Ninja Turtles, all the things you would expect to see at a Joe the Greek party. It was awesome. It was fun catching up with our buddy there. First time I got to see him since the turkey fry back in November. So, the visits are far and few between. Or few and far between, is that the line? One of the two, but
close.
Either way, it doesn't happen as much as I'd like or we'd like, but
sure.
That's one of those things where you got a solid friend when things just go right back where you left them. So every single time, and I also got to hang out with our other good buddy Julian Guzman. So it was great to see him as well. Great time.
Solid mustache.
Pretty solid Saturday. Dilo, I went and purchased a quarter of beef today. Very exciting. The freezer is chock full of ground beef, roasts, steaks, you name it, man. So I'm very excited about that. We should be set there for probably, I don't know, half the year, maybe more. So pretty excited about that. Big shout out to our guy Hollywood Sav in the comments. Says, my guys, big time salute. Our boy's been working, Dylan. I don't know if you noticed. The last few Saturdays, he's dropping song after song, hit after hit. It's always Sav season, and right now, I think we are very much in the thick of it. And we need some heat, Dylan, because we've been in like a polar vortex. What a week! What a last couple weeks.
Yeah,
I was off Monday, and you know how I feel about that one. Kids were off Monday as well. They've had a couple 2-hour delays. They're rescheduling stuff. I think you're gonna have to do some computer learning from like the house to make up for some of the missed days. I believe now they got to go to school on President's Day. I told them, I was like, enjoy it now, but if this keeps up, you're gonna probably start burning up, some of your summer vacation because even though summer vacation may start later, the next school year is not going to. You know what I mean? So. But they told me, and I get it, I'd probably say the same answer as a kid, but they said they'd rather have the days off now than have the days off during the summer. I'm like, okay, you say that.
No, I don't see that.
Yeah.
I mean,
like I said, as a kid, I'd probably be like, yeah, great, give me all the snow days. I don't want to go to school. But,
yeah, but what are you going to do now?
Yeah.
I'd rather have the day off. I mean, you never get the days off in the summer, obviously. I mean, you have all the days off. You have 2 months off in the summer. But I digress. It's same situation over here. My girl's been going to online school. They've been working on their Chromebooks and stuff like that. So I think they only get like 6 or 8. I'm not going to go to that number. 6 or 8 days off a year or something, whatever they call them days. But yeah, I mean, I don't I don't know. I think they've been doing a good job. I mean, it's good. You know what the kids. Not every child out there has the benefit of having their parent take them to school. So sitting out there, standing on the bus stop and stuff like that. -7, or I think I saw my thermometer reach negative double digits at one point when I was at work. And yeah, it's like you could take my beard and like break it off in chunks. It feels like it just frozen solid while I was at work.
Yeah.
I wish I worked during the day because that's the warmest part of the day. I mean, for what it's worth, not warm out, but it's warmer. The moon doesn't give off any heat, unfortunately.
Yeah, and here at our house, our washer and dryer is in the garage. That's how it's set up here. So Tori actually ended up having to go to a laundromat earlier in this week to get some laundry done because we just don't want to take the chance of running some loads out there. Even though I've had the sinks and everything dripping all week. I've had no issues, with pipes freezing, but with that stuff being because it's heated in the house, so it's different than trying to run water through lines out in the garage that's freezing cold. So I haven't tried that. But I think we have some relief, which is crazy to say. We have some relief, but we'll have some like 20 degree days, 30 low 30 degree days. I think this week
it's gonna feel great.
Which, to be honest, that's like a 48 degree swing. So it is relief in a sense. I mean, it's still below freezing for the most part, but I'll take it. I mean, I made a Snapchat video just saying that like. I'm ready to complain about it being 90 degrees out that I'll be doing 5 months from now, Yeah. I'm ready for that because I will. And we'll probably be on here and be like, yeah, it was 95 degrees out this week. It sucked.
Yeah, bring out
but I'll take that over
now, please.
Negative, 20 degree wind chill.
And like I said, I hate winter. I would much rather live like where I was in Florida, where the worst winter. I mean, I can't say that now because the polar vortex is even reaching down there. They're seeing like low 20s, and but yeah, I mean, it makes you appreciate the better months, the summer, the fall, the fall is my favorite. It's the perfect like hoodie weather is awesome. Bonfire season, it's great. Football, you name it. But yeah, the winter's brutal, but definitely it makes you appreciate the 3 other seasons that we have, and that's the beauty of the Midwest.
Yeah. I just got a couple other things, and we'll bring our guests on. I'm pretty excited. But Dylan, I don't know if you had to do this yet, but my boy Jax, he's 7, gonna be 8 this year. He's grown out of his car seat. He's in a booster seat for the car.
Yes.
So I threw away his car seat, and man, I caught myself. It was a little bit of an emotional moment, man, because he had been in that seat since he was like 2 years old. And there's a lot of pictures in my phone of him in that seat, and during the various ages. So it was just like, man, that's another thing, another stage we're moving into. You miss the. I'm excited as he gets older. We'll get to do more stuff together and all that. But you do especially when you get like the time hops and stuff that take you back to those days. But you miss some of those days when they got the more high pitched, the baby voice, the super cute. Days, but throwing away the seat, I was just like, man, end of an era.
I get that. I understand it completely. I had to do that a few months ago. I mean, I don't. We didn't throw out the car seats. I think we still have them because I think they convert into booster seats. I just haven't converted them yet. But we needed an extra set anyways because we have 2 cars just in case. Instead of constantly moving in and out of vehicles, it just makes it easier that way. But I can understand that. There's many things. I'm just not sure. Like it's just down to like even the baby clothes, like they're like the thing they came home from the hospital in, like those little things. Yeah. And you just like look at the little wristbands that they had. I think it's all saved in like that folder that they come home with. Yeah, I completely get it, man. Completely get it. It's the age. Age is weird because they grow up real quick. And I feel like my parents, I was just talking to my mom about this. I feel like because she just had her birthday, shout out. And it feels like she is aging slowly. And it feels like my daughters are aging quickly. Like, so it seems like almost like your parents age slower. Because now like I'm like getting to the age that I kind of cognitively remember my parents at. Makes me feel like I'm getting old fast. So I don't know. It feels like I'm catching up to my parents, even though it's not obviously possible. But in a way, when you think about it, Maybe not. Maybe
The
I'm just
time
like
flies thing.
sound dumb,
you
but
hear all the time. Hear it over the years. Like time flies. You're like, oh, whatever,
Yeah.
man. It's true.
the older
we're
you
just
get, the
talking
faster
about,
time
like,
flies. Yes.
And I'm not trying to give our guy here crap, but Joe turning 40. He's 40. You know what I mean? And just yesterday, we were a couple of mid to late 20-year-olds, screwing around at our department store job, and yeah, boom, now 40 years old, family, kid, married. It's just zoomed on by, man. But yeah, I had that going this week, but one thing that is kind of chapping me, D'Lo, is this is the year where I get the double whammy from the BMV, where I got to renew the tags and license. Nice little birthday present from the state of Ohio, where I have to pay for my own gifts. Not fun, but
Yeah.
one thing I don't think this has been a thing that long, because I don't remember being able to do this in the past, but I was able to renew the license online. I've always been able to do the tags. I don't remember being able to do the license, so I will not have to step foot into an actual BMV, which is beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, I think they realized a lot of things that they can do online once COVID hit. They're like, oh, we could probably make this a lot more
That could
efficient.
be. Maybe that's what it was, because this you got to do every 4 years, or I do every 4 years. So 4 years.
I gotta renew my CDL
21.
now that you mention it. So
Yeah.
you reminded me. I do that, and I gotta do my fingerprinting. So I gotta get the ball rolling on that, because we know how long that takes.
Yeah, my medical card's up next month too, so I got to get that renewed, and everything's coming up, man. But yeah, it's just great too, because although the Perrysburg, Ohio BMV is wonderful, it's basically you're in and out. But if you ever have to go to the Oregon, Ohio, if you're not there the second they unlock the latch on the door, you're gonna be there all afternoon.
Get a number.
Yeah. So the fact that I can just do everything from the convenience of my home, tags, license, wonderful. Love it. Love it. Don't love paying for it, That was a good like $150, $140. Happy birthday to me. But get out of the way, you ain't got to worry about it. And then we move on. But D'Lo, we got another phenomenal guest this week. We've had a streak of great guests, last week with Pilsudski Mustard. That was a great talk. Actually, Joe brought that up today. He loved that episode, and very much looking forward to trying some of that stuff when that arrives. We'll have to maybe do some kind of video or something, some kind of collab video, trying the stuff out, in various items or whatnot. But D'Lo, I think probably a good, 2 months ago, I'm just doing what I do, scroll on TikTok, and I come across one that I sent you of a guy named David, who kind of goes to these different farmers markets, and he'll kind of walk up to stands of folks that maybe don't have customers at that time, or because some of those places some will have long lines, some won't, and he'll go and visit with the ones that don't, and get to know the people that are doing or selling the items. And usually give them business, and a lot of the times those videos will kind of go viral and kind of help that business shoot up like crazy, and that's exactly what happened this one here. And that's cool, Dylan, because the internet for the most part these days is not the funnest place to be, kind of dark and can be a little scary place, but every now and then the internet gets it right, and Dawna Thompson, who's our guest this week, is one of those stories, and we'll play the video before we bring her on. But she's the owner of Dawna's Jerky, a small Texas brand that blew up after one viral reel introduced millions of people to her smile, her story, and her seriously good jerky. What started at local markets turned into a booming online business, and today she'll be here with us to tell us how it all happened, what she's learned, and what's next for Dawna's Jerky. But before we bring her on, Dylan, go ahead and play the video that I caught and millions of others did too.
Got any sound on that?
No sound.
Oh, that'd help.
This is my medium original.
Thank
I
you
have
so
four
much.
flavors I'd like to give out.
Oh, it is like a chip.
I have mild, medium, and hot. That's what it is.
That's so delicious.
That's what I started off with. This is my lemon pepper. It's our most popular.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, of course.
And then this is our newest flavor, sugar lemon barbecue.
Thank you.
And then hickory smoke. And And I do have a hot and try hot.
Oh my goodness. I'll try the hot, yes, please. How much do you sell these bags for?
The 12 or 2 for 20, and 5 more than $10. This takes about 30 seconds, has a kick to it. It's not like super hot, but this has a kick.
Okay.
And if you have spicy red pepper, it's not as hot as the hot, it's just a tiny bit spicy.
Oh, that hot is good.
Yeah.
I think this one was my favorite. Second would be the hot. So
Okay.
can I take this one?
They're 12 or 2 for 20. You buy more than one, they're 2.
I'll do 3. So I'll take Sugar Mama barbecue hot.
This is hot.
Okay. And I'll also do the spicy lemon pepper.
And if you have a website, you order online, we ship you in the States. And it's for coffee.
Okay. Awesome. There you go. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Thank
You have a good one. Thank you. Hello. Hi.
My fault. Great video. It caught fire. As last I checked, 33 million views in climbing across all platforms, which is nuts. I think the day I seen it, her Instagram account had like 30, 40 followers, and then it jumped to like 80,000 almost instantly, which is just nuts. And right now, I think they are like almost a month backed up with orders and stuff. So it's like really cool, but probably a little intense and probably maybe kind of stressful. But yeah, today for episode 222, we have from Dawna's Jerky, Dawna Thompson and her husband Mike joining us to explain it all. Dawna, Mike, thank you for joining us, giving us some of your time. Really cool story. We're excited to get some of the backstory on it. But before we do that, we'll jump to the beginning. How did Dawna's Jerky begin? What inspired you to start making jerky and selling it at markets?
Well, I had a friend that he gave us some thin jerky, and I found out he helped me.
This is back in the 1990s.
Yeah,
by
it's
the
been
way.
like
Okay.
This is a long time ago.
and anyways, he showed me how to get it thin and all that stuff. And then I've just been making it ever since. We just did mild, medium, and hot for a long time, and we made it in Ziploc bags, selling it at work and at the bars that we'd go to and stuff. And then later on, we moved to Corpus Christi, and we bought a little cheesecake place, and that we built up a little bit so that we could get the jerky going. And my husband got the bags made, and we had a couple of ladies that was making quite a bit of jerky in the back, 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday, and we would sell at the different markets at the Corpus Christi Trade Center and stuff. And we're originally from Oklahoma City, both of us. His work took us to Corpus Christi, but I wanted to get back closer to home because it's 9 hours to get there.
Yeah.
So we moved to Fort Worth, and then we bought a little store there and been going every weekend. We've been going out to different little markets, farmers markets, gun shows, holiday markets, all kinds of stuff. And David, just happened to see me there at one point, and I didn't even know I was getting videoed. I was really sick, not feeling well. I've been drinking NyQuil that night. Anyways, but it was really a blessing that he came by and did the video. I don't even really understand how it went so viral.
So she'd been making it for about 20 years, and then whenever we moved to Corpus, she had to quit her job, and so that was a decision point where she said she wanted to try to turn it into a business.
Yeah.
Which people would always say, you should make a business, because she's just selling for $5 in Ziploc bags just to friends and family and coworkers, and so in 2015 when we moved to Corpus, we were like, how are we going to do this, because we don't know anything about it. We don't know anything about food industry, like rules, anything. So she actually took her 401k savings, and we bought a bakery in Corpus Christi.
Wow. Okay.
And so she learned that business. She learned all the food rules and all that stuff. And it wasn't like a huge bakery. It was a small bakery, small business, and it wasn't a huge money maker, but it was break even to slightly profitable. And then about 3 years later, that's when we had an opportunity where the business was stabilized, everything was good, and we're like, okay, how do we now, knowing what we know now, how do we go further and
Right.
launch what she's really interested in, which is her product,
Right.
right? And so,
So,
you can talk about that.
We got to move to Fort Worth. My daughter had happened to move to Carrollton area, that's Texas, and we're not like 9 hours away from home if we wanted to go. But we really like where we're at now too, though. We've been in Texas for 12 years, I guess. But we found a place. We've been there for 2 years, coming in March. And like I said, we were going every weekend, going out selling, and it just we still can't keep up with the orders right now.
Oh yeah.
We're still behind, but we keep on trying to get them out there. We've almost doubled our productivity, how many bags we make and stuff, and I keep hiring people as we go.
Amazing. Yeah, I was able to, before it went super mega viral, I got an order before the avalanche happened. So I was able to try the spicy lemon pepper, which is incredible. Actually, I just ordered my second one about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So hopefully pretty soon here I'll get that one. But it's different from anything I've ever had, and which is cool. It's like you said, it's like thin, like a potato chip, like you said in the video there. What made you want to make it that way instead of like the usual, I don't know, you're like your Jack Links or whoever with like the thicker, chunkier pieces? Why'd you want to go with like the thin, crispier version?
I think it has more flavor and it's not hard on your teeth. We did have a girl that sold for us, or like, did sales. You're better at
Talking about Dallas?
Yeah, Dallas. Yeah.
Yeah, Dallas. She had she was one of our best sales girls. She moved to North Carolina or something, but she was great. She was she had a whole shtick with the how you could eat it. Your 3-year-old can eat it, and your 93-year-old grandma can eat it.
It's so easy to eat. It's not like hard on your teeth.
Yeah, Dallas was she's pretty good.
Yeah, I love it. I'm a big fan, so I can't wait for the second order to come in. I went through the 3 bags, probably in a couple days, pretty quick. So, but yeah, walk us through the moment that you realize something gigantic happened. How long did it take you to realize you were a part of something viral?
Well, it was funny. I was in Rosenberg, I think, and
Rosenberg,
Texas, near Houston, and I was asleep at my hotel, and my husband kept calling, and he's like, "Do you know what's going on?" I'm like, "No," and he's like, "Our website is just going crazy," and he said, "We're getting orders like crazy." He thought AI had like just done something with our internet.
She
put too many orders on.
She was in Rosenberg doing the Home for Holidays gift market, and I was in Oklahoma City doing a gun show. And so we were both out of town. And then Friday night, about 9 o'clock, the order started coming in, and I would, because just to put it in perspective, we were getting about 200 orders a month online, and we started getting, like 10, 15 orders an hour, and I'm like, this is weird. And it would show that we had like 20 or 30 visitors on our website. And that's weird too, because people basically, they go on a website, they buy the product, and they get the product, and that's it. We're not like, we're not running advertising. People aren't just constantly perusing our website. The people that go there know the product, they buy the product, right? And so it was just super unusual. And I said,
something's going on.
I said I'll deal with this tomorrow. And when I got up in the morning, there was like 500 orders overnight. And so I was like, this is not real. It's not, right? So,
Yeah, you didn't.
so I got online with Shopify, and I'm like, I need to be able to determine which ones of these orders are
Real.
fraudulent and which ones are real. And they helped me go through, and they said they all look good to us. And I was like, okay. And they said, but we have an extra app called Blockify, which is a beefed up security version that checks for suspicious IP addresses, duplicate VPNs and emails, anything suspicious. So I installed that. I got online with those guys, and they said everything looks good. I'm like, still not buying it. I'm just like, something weird is happening. And then when I took my laptop to the gun show, and I'm still trying to work on it. It's like 9:00. I'm still trying to do the show, but I really don't care because I have to figure this out. And this lady walks up and she goes, "Oh, I saw your TikTok video. And it's got 1.5 million views." And I was like, "Oh, you did?" And then that's when I realized I had a separate problem. All these orders were real, and now
you gotta figure out how to get them out.
How are we gonna fill them?
Yeah.
And so I called Dawna. I'm like, stop selling. I mean, you can sell,
jerky.
but all the jerky we have is already sold.
Right.
We don't.
Yeah, I remember you guys actually end up shutting the site down for a little bit.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. I didn't know what to do because I'm not a website guy. So I figured out how to basically password protect the website, right? And so and you can leave a message. So I just shut it down and said, hey, it's going to be open for 2 hours a day. And so I did that for a week. And in those 2 hours, we still got tons of orders. And then I figured out how to, because I had somebody else build the website, right? Mm-hmm. And we figured out how to put the banner up. We know the lead times. So we're just like, we opened the website up and said, look, if you order, this is the lead times. And I thought it was going to change, but it kind of stabilized around a month.
Yeah, it's still at a month.
It's still at a month.
Like 1,500 orders.
We are catching up now. So at our highest point, we were almost 2,300 orders behind, and now we've got it down to 1,600.
And we've almost doubled our production. We've been hiring and training, and had to let some people go, and just
bought equipment.
Bought more equipment. We started in last year in March with like nine dehydrators, and then we are up to 18. So we've doubled.
Okay.
Doubled that.
We have a really tiny spot. That's kind of the maximum output because of the power restrictions, right? So
and we actually put more power in like 2 months ago before this happened, so we could maximize what we could have. And then we were up to 14 dehydrators, and after that happened, we bought 4 more to get the maximum we could get.
Yeah, I think honestly, which I don't know, it's probably a good thing, and maybe not at the same time, just because you guys are already backed up. But I think there's gonna be a lot of people like me who will be ordering for the first time and then get to try it, and then they're gonna want to order more. I probably should have ordered my third when I ordered my second. I didn't even really think about that, so I screwed up there. But how long did it take you guys to finally interact with David?
Pretty quickly. I mean, probably within a couple of days, probably. I mean, we through Instagram and messaging or whatever. But then he came back and visited the store, and did another little video. I don't know if you've seen it, but it was nice. I mean, I'm really like.
He also
glad that
he does it in a really candid way. So he uses the
meta glasses, right?
The glasses.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
You can't even tell, right?
Wasn't aware that she was being.
And I don't even notice things like that most of the time in the first place.
Do you remember like that day at the market? Was it actually as slow as he seemed, or was that just a slow period when he walked up?
So Fridays are a lot slower.
Okay.
But I'm always, anytime anybody passes by me, would you like to try sample? Would you like to try sample?
Yep.
We just got lucky that I didn't have a customer at that time, because he wouldn't have stopped by. He just would have walked on.
Yep.
So I feel really grateful that we happened to not have a customer at that time.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, it's big.
Yeah.
Do you guys run the Instagram, or is that somebody else? Because like I said in the intro, at the time that I seen, it was like 30 or 40 followers, and then you guys gained tens of thousands of followers like overnight. Like, were you guys seeing that too?
Yes. Actually, because I don't know a whole lot about Instagram.
Right.
I just had my daughter, probably a week or two, make me an Instagram, and put a little few posts on there. And
For you personally, or?
personally, yeah. I mean, I'm not personally. No, for Dawna's Jerky. Yeah. Dawna's Jerky.
Well, you did that on the way back. So Sunday, she got permission to not do the market.
Do it. And
right?
Yeah.
That Sunday morning, and then you drove straight from Houston to
My
your daughter's house.
Yeah, because I don't know how to do.
Because
all
she
that.
didn't know how to do all that stuff.
I'm like, will you help me with this? It was like 6 a.m. I'm like in her drive. I mean, in her front yard, parking lot, whatever it is, driveway, and I'm like, are you awake? And she goes, yeah. And I'm like, well, I'm outside. Just wondering if you could help me with this Instagram thing.
She's an early riser.
She's like, yeah.
Yeah. The one thing I noticed too, for the most part, is everyone's been extremely positive and supportive because,
Right.
I mean, honestly, if you think of any kind of other situation where a company's like, hey, whatever you order, you're going to get it a month from now because we're so backed up. Most people are going to be like, what the hell? And have all kinds of bad comments. Everyone's pretty like, yeah, this is worth the wait. I'll even tell you it's worth the wait because I've personally been able to try it. But as far as I've seen in the comments, because sometimes preparing for this, I've went back to that video a few times and all the comments, nothing but positive feedback and stuff. So that's had been pretty cool for you guys to see, I imagine.
Yeah, my daughter, she's like, she said, I'm almost in tears. Most of the comments are really nice, And I was like, oh, that's so sweet.
It's pretty rare these days, to be honest. A lot of people,
yeah.
for whatever reason, they like to be on the opposite end of that. I don't know why, but from what I've seen, and I'm sure everyone's they're probably down there somewhere that I'm just not picking up. But all I've seen is positive stuff. So
most are positive. That's cool.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
But yeah, now that you know, because you guys, we're saying you guys aren't big social media people, but I mean, how do you feel about, I guess, the power of it, organic content, and creators being able to help small businesses like yourself?
I mean, it's out there. I mean, it's really good that people can be positive influencers of businesses, and I think David's doing a really good job too.
Yeah,
he's done it multiple times.
Yeah,
he did a little local news story for a Houston channel, and Dawna was on a little snippet, and they talked to him about how he got started and what he does, and I don't know what other businesses he's helped. I mean, plenty, probably.
Yeah.
We
actually seen one of like a Thai place around close to us, and
that he went and visited.
We're gonna, like, hey, we're going tomorrow.
We're gonna go tomorrow.
Just to try it out because it looks good.
But
I love that.
That's the social media is it is amazing because we've been going to shows for a year and a half, and
like almost, I mean, pretty much every weekend, and he would go to a separate one and I would go to a separate one,
and we have like moderate growth, and then one video that goes crazy, and then we have to
I think we had about 1,500 orders in one day.
Yeah, the first. So I shut the website down at noon on Saturday, and we received 1,300 orders from 9 p.m. the previous night to noon, and we normally get 200 orders a month.
Yeah.
So we're like, cancel all the shows, don't sell the jerky you have, go home, and then we have to figure out how to try to hire, buy equipment.
So you haven't been to a market since then, right?
No.
No,
I was gonna say, because your next market, people are going to be lined up out the door down the block.
Yeah, I mean the market people. This is interesting too. I mean, I always think about it because just what you said. You know, the social media and the internet people are not necessarily the same as the people that go to the markets, right?
Sure.
So we go to gift markets and gun shows and trade days and
Farmers
farmers markets, and the people that go to these places, they like to go and talk, and they're tangible.
They're like,
you know,
we're just coming for you,
and
you know. Or
and this is
something.
like this is like a whole different
Yeah.
customer base with customer tendencies, which we're not able to touch them with our show strategy, if that makes sense, right?
Right.
And so that's what I was telling Dawna. I was like, man, you know, we've done 150 shows and we have this moderate growth, and one guy does a video, and now we have to stop taking orders.
Well, that first market, I mean, because I imagine, you know, whenever you guys decide to do another one, you'll advertise it on the social media.
Yeah.
That one's going to be probably something pretty special. I'm sure the farmers market people will be very happy about it too, because I imagine once they see what you guys got, maybe they'll flock to other vendors that are there too. So it'll be good for everybody.
Yeah.
We actually had sold to almost all 50 states except for Hawaii and Alaska.
Wow.
And I was actually telling my daughter, we should put a little post, you know, help us get to Hawaii and Alaska. And this totally did it. I've had multiple orders for both of those states.
That's really cool.
Along with everybody
like
else
that.
in other states, but it was cool.
I want to say I don't even know if I am for sure, but I might have been the first Ohio customer.
Yeah, well, maybe so.
Yeah.
You know, well, now we have a huge, diverse group of orders, whereas most of them previously were, you know, Texas, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Because that's where we do all of our.
And Florida, because we'd visit
shows.
there and give them some when we go visit. It's funny.
Dylan, I got questions for days, man. I don't know if you got anything.
Yeah, I mean, I might have missed this in the beginning, and I would like to ask, maybe someone else in the chat missed it as well, but the origin of it all, really, of the jerky. Now, how, like, based on my personal experience, those who make jerky at home and stuff are usually hunters, and I know you guys go to gun shows and stuff like that. So is there any, like, venison kind of jerky, or where did the jerky come from as far as the product itself?
No venison. It's bottom round beef.
Okay.
People do ask the question. They're like, "Is this deer? Is this venison?" And I always respond like, "Do you know how many deer I'd have to kill?" You know,
right? Yeah.
Jerky. There's no way I could do that.
Yeah.
So we're going through like right now we're going through about 1,600 pounds a week, about 1,500 to 1,600 pounds a week to try to catch up. And you know, before this whole thing started, we were doing about 700 or 800 pounds a week. So we've almost doubled our production. But no, we don't do any venison. We don't do any exotic. No turkey jerky. No fish jerky. We get questions. You got mushroom jerky. We get all kinds of questions. You know, it's
okay.
just beef. It's just beef jerky. So
because that would have been a follow up there for more like the sister-in-law or all the other vegetarians out there. Do they make like a vegetarian turkey, like an impossible jerky?
We do not know anything about the vegetarian.
Yeah, I have no idea if they do or not.
Yeah, get that out of here.
Well, obviously, yeah, we don't want that, but I'm just saying for those out there.
So, you know, we get questioned about different kind of niche, like product style, and we're like, look, as soon as we max out our sales, and we're like, how can we get more sales?
Right, yeah.
Well, maybe we'll make some turkey jerky. Maybe we'll, maybe we'll go gluten free. Maybe we'll, and but until that point, we're not seeking out the extra 3%, 5%, or 7% of customers that we can't even keep up with what I would consider a standard product, right?
Okay.
So.
And people ask about other flavors, and we are thinking that we are wanting to do other flavors. we just don't know when we'll get them out yet. But we talked about teriyaki, ranch, hot honey, taki.
Yeah.
Just we've talked about quite a few. We just haven't actually had the time
Yeah.
to get them out there, even work on it yet. We have tried a few of them and give them to family members and stuff in Ziploc bags like ranch and stuff, and that would probably be one of the newer flavors that we'd start off with.
If you see an order for Bobby Hall, throw a bag of ranch in there, okay? I'll try it. You guys
know the ranch jerky is already engineered.
Mhm.
We just don't have packaging for it. So we don't push it. And we also have a pepper jerky, which is also engineered, but we don't have a packaging for that either. And this is crazy, but it actually helped us get out of debt. For one thing. Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
that's great news.
Yeah. I mean, the business is profitable, but slightly profitable. So all the startup costs that we incurred to get the business, do the remodel, get all the things we needed, pass inspection, and
we were slowly getting out of debt.
But in 1 month, we're like, oh, we're good, because we're good.
It helped us.
Yeah, you love to hear that. As you guys are catching up, how many orders per day are still coming in?
So just it's like it's slowed down. So as an example, just today, I think there's about 30 orders that came in today, and we shipped like 70 orders.
Okay.
It differs different days.
It differs different days. We had a spike not that long ago, and I tried to figure out what happened, but then I saw that David posted another video that went viral. So today we got 31 orders, and so David posted another video that went viral a couple weeks ago, and because our video is pinned on his website.
Oh, we got some
people that watched.
Yeah, it's right at the top of the page. Yep.
Yeah, they looked at our video, and so I was like, it had been trending down, and then that Saturday and Sunday, it spiked again. And I was like, what is happening here? Because we didn't know where it's coming from, but yeah, we think we're going to be caught up in about, just the numbers show like 32 days. Okay, but. It's the small business people, are it's Dawna can tell you, she has to deal with, she's the accountant, maintenance, she's procurement, she's HR, she's hiring, she's manufacturing, she's quality control,
inventory.
We had a small business last week there, Pilsudski Mustard out of Pennsylvania. This guy Mike, he's the same thing. He wears every hat. It's just him and then his fiance. That's it. So pretty much the same thing. He's like, I do this. That he listed off like 10 things.
Right. Yeah. I have a regular job, and then I try to assist her, but it's just nights and weekends is all I can help with. And so she does a great job. She's like I said, I think last month she produced like 8,900 units, almost 9,000 units, and our previous highest month was like 6,000. And she's, like I said, she's continuing. She hired two new people this week. Anyways. Yeah, she's doing a great job, but she is stressed out.
Yeah. That's a lot to handle, because would you have been content with just sales staying in that Oklahoma, Texas region, or did you actually plan when you started this for it to branch out?
We want the growth.
We not just all at once.
Right. Yeah.
It was still good.
Yeah. We're interested to see what happens
after this,
like,
kind of
is it like a big meal, like a snake digests a big meal and it goes back to the way it was, or is it going to be a new normal? Right.
I really don't think I don't really think it's going to be just the way it was
I think
because
it's going to be a new normal.
People do like the jerky.
Oh yeah.
And I really like selling because I like seeing people's faces when they first try it. It's pretty awesome.
That leads me into my.
Go ahead, Dylan.
Yeah, I was going to say, it leads me into my next question would be that obviously short-term goals being to catch up on the orders that you currently have and ongoing. Now, the long-term goals would be my question. And obviously after the viral video, maybe the goalposts moved on those long-term goals. What was the long-term goals prior to going viral? And then I guess if it did move at all, the goalposts, what are the future long-term goals now?
Yeah, I don't have no.
So okay. So we've always planned to try to max out our current location, our physical location, max out our production, and this is overdone that. So we're going to see what our new normal is, and then if we're able to and it makes sense, then we'll move into a larger facility. And the next facility we go into, as far as your long-term goals, because what we do now is we make it and sell it to customers. Okay, that's one type of license, and that's the license we have. And we, by the way, we continue to learn and as we grow.
Yeah.
So there's another type of license that's wholesale, right? That you can get, but you have to have a different type of inspection, different, slightly different facilities, and we want
to look into that.
So we want to look into doing wholesale, so we can sell to business, and they can resell it, because we have plenty of people that are, well, I say
have
plenty,
been asking about
have been asking if they can sell our jerky in their stores, and we have to continue to say no. And then and that's just in Texas. And so then there's a third level, which, I mean, I don't know if I'm educating you or anybody, but I didn't know this, that allows you to do wholesale across state lines, right? So we just have the type of license that allows us to manufacture and sell to a customer, right? Direct, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, our long term would be to be able to open up B2B, business to business sales avenues. That's mine.
Yeah. We have quite a few like emails, people asking if they could sell it even on Amazon. They've had asked us if we wanted to be able to sell it.
We just have to tell them no.
We can't yet.
Yeah, definitely educating me for sure. I mean, I didn't realize that it took so many hurdles just to go outside of state lines, for that matter, with different kind of license and stuff. You need more than just the bright idea. You need all the licenses to go with it.
Well, direct to customers is easy. It's almost like it's nothing, but when you get into wholesale, now there's another business that doesn't know anything about what you do. So you have to kind of basically prove and have all the proper licenses and inspections to prove that you're a good business, because they don't know what you do, right? They're just buying the product and reselling it. But we know what we do, so it's okay for us to sell it to you as a customer, but it's not okay for somebody else to just grab our product and resell it.
I'm sure like a big part of that's because of it being a food product as well, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
We also have had quite a few people ask, on Instagram and emails and all
international.
UK, Poland, Spain. I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. People want to try it there. But yeah, we can't do that yet either.
Have you guys thought about any kind of like merch, like logo shirts or hats or anything like that?
We did. We have.
I had a guy that kind of helps me sell stuff in Corpus Christi when we left too. But he has had some jerseys. They say it says Dawna's Jerky, and it's just got the 00 and on it. Mm-hmm. And I really like those. And we had another girl that worked for me. She made some, but I haven't really gotten into making more.
It's
they just gave it to us, to wear too, and them.
I think cool. I mean, yes, we want to do some things like that, but the kind of the whole focus right now is just just to get these
The orders
customers satisfied, because and it's okay. I'm not saying it's not okay, but we have to go through 20, 30 emails a day where people are asking where their product is, and we have to okay,
It'll be out this day, or
and we're pushing as hard as we can just to catch up, because I also don't know what's going to happen on the website when I start to reduce the lead times. Whenever, if you can buy it and get it, how many people are being chased away from our website whenever it says it's going to be a month?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen whenever you can buy it and get it like we used to. You would.
Yeah, it used to be 3 to 5 days shipping, and right now it's 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And some maybe 5. But it's just hoping to get up there. The big thing was the 1,300 orders that we had in one day. That I was so happy to be over that hump.
Yeah. So this is kind of. Let me see if I can give you a nice little metric here. This is interesting to me.
Sorry.
So we are on.
I want to say that.
I think we received like over 5,000 orders since December 6th, and prior to that we had received like 6,500 orders in the prior 5 years, right? So,
oh, man.
so
not even 2 months.
So the growth, that's what I'm just like, it was, and for us, packaging and shipping stuff was a nothing. It wasn't even a job, right? It's like, it's not a thing.
Yeah.
And then we're
now we're like, that's one person
just dedicated to shipping. He's our actually,
and then me.
He's our oldest
half the time. Yeah.
Employee, not oldest, but he's our. He's
right out of high school. He's been there
the whole time we've been open.
The
whole time we've been open. He's our shipping guy now, and so he catches up to production, and then he'll go and package, and then go back to shipping. And but I was telling Dawna, because we're not like automated at all. So even to do the 1,600 orders that we have left, even if we had the product, which we don't, because we make it and ship it every day, but just to produce the orders, it takes about 4 minutes to load the envelope, pull up the order, buy the label, print the label, apply it, all about 4 minutes a piece. So you're just like, okay, so 1,600 orders, and she's not a math person, but I am. I'm a math guy, right? So I'm like, that's 6,400 minutes. So even if we had the people there, it's like 100 hours. It's like 100 hours of labor, just to ship. So it would take one guy nonstop for 2.5 weeks if we had the jerky.
Right. Yeah. We just producing, and it's like, basically he's like, I'm out of hot, so we definitely know we're gonna be making that.
We have a really good crew. I think she has
I've
Sammy.
let people go, and I've been hiring.
But who you got now? You got Dawna, Sammy, Tay, Vanessa, Jeremiah, Tyler. That's 6. Yep. That's 6. That's it. Okay, 6. She got.
And
6
so before this, how many were there before that?
Like 2.
3.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we had 3.
We had Sammy and Dawna.
Yeah.
That were solid, and then
during Christmas, I did have. I had some people that came back to work with me during their Christmas break, and I think we had like 12 people. In there. But we have a small area, so
it's a very small shop. It's a small shop. We have like 4 workstations, and you can double up on some of the workstations, but really it's not like you can't just hire 20 people. The facility is just too tiny. It's in it's probably, I don't even know, probably 1,500 square feet.
Yeah, I think so.
Like it's like 1,500 square feet. It's a tiny facility. It used to be a frozen yogurt shop, and that we got, and partly because they had a ton of power. I don't know what they were
Yeah.
using it for, maybe freezers or
Had
whatever,
the kitchen and all that.
but they had a lot of power in
Yeah,
there.
that makes sense.
And so if you know anything about dehydrators, they're basically like a space heater, right? So let's plug in 18 space heaters and see how you
Yeah.
do on your
Right.
electricity, right?
Sure.
Right. I can't imagine. Just plugging one here at the house because it's been super cold in Ohio. You definitely notice a difference with just one plugged in. So I
Lights
couldn't
start
imagine
flickering.
18 more of those. I have one request though for when you guys get caught up. I don't know if you already have it set up on the site or not, but I'd love to see like a sample box or something where you can get all. What do you guys have? 5 or 6 flavors?
7.
7. Okay, so maybe something where you can get all 7. You can try each because I the second time I ordered, I was like, I'm gonna try something different. I ended up ordering 3 more bags of the spicy lemon pepper.
Yeah.
I couldn't give it up. I'm hooked on that. But I'd love to be able to have one where you got every single flavor in there to try, and
Good
something
idea.
like that'd be cool.
Yeah, it is. That is a great idea. Thank you
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah, so I think that'd be cool to have, especially for the
Back in
people that are jumping in because
We
some
did
of
have a
these
lot-
flavors, because you'll see your hot, your teriyakis out there, peppered stuff like that. But yeah, your lemon peppers and some of the different stuff. You guys have, I think people maybe have never had that before, so maybe you can give them a chance to figure out which of the 7 they like, and then kind of order that those 1 or 2 flavors, going forward from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we it's funny you say that because the initial orders and the initial push is a lot of single bags. They'll buy like 4
Yeah.
single bags.
Yep.
And then we'll have a return order from the same customer, because when you pull up an order, it says, oh, this customer's ordered 3 times, this customer's ordered 10 times, this customer's ordered 20 times. So we'll see an order. This is the second order, and they'll order 3 because they've decided what they like,
Yep.
or if they like it at all, and they'll come back and order. So initially we're getting a lot of orders for like 3 and 4 bags, and now we're getting orders for 9 and 12 bags, from the same customers. So we're excited about that too, because we're building some I don't know, satisfied customers. Let's call it that. They like it.
It is.
Yeah, because when I first ordered, like I said, you guys were kind of in that spot where you're keeping the site open for certain hours of the day. So I kind of was just like, well, if I'm paying shipping to get it out there, buying 1 bag doesn't really make a whole lot of sense getting it shipped to Ohio. So I was like, I'm gonna roll the dice, and I'm glad I did, because it worked out. So yeah, I definitely get that's a smart way to do it, is get 3 or 4 at a time.
Well, I really like that 7 package deal thing.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool because when you do the 3, you do get, I think, a little bit of a discount. So, I figure doing 7 in the 1, get a little bit more of a discount, and then buying just the 7 different individual flavors.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of just try and pick and choose which ones you like best.
Yeah, because that's all we do at the markets is we give them samples of. We don't give them anything hot unless they ask for it, but we give them like 4 samples. Basically, we let them try the original, the hickory, the barbecue, and the lemon pepper, and then we say, hey, we do have some hotter stuff.
Yeah.
If you like it, and then they make their selection. So to have an online experience like that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, for sure. What is your guys' favorite flavors out of the arsenal?
I like hot. The original hot is my
Okay.
favorite.
My favorite is the hickory smoke and the hot. It's funny because the most popular is the lemon peppers
Mhm.
and the barbecue.
Yeah, absolutely. The most popular is lemon pepper, spicy lemon pepper, and then the barbecue is next. I mean, they're still both good flavors. I like them too, but you can't eat up all your supply, right? So I miss it actually, because we would go to these shows and we hand out samples, and so the only jerky I get to eat
Are the leftovers?
is the leftover sample bags on my drive home.
Oh,
So I get to have all the flavors, when I'm headed home.
Yeah, lemon pepper like chicken wings. That's like one of my favorite like dry rubs. So as soon as I seen that was one of the available, especially I like some spice. So definitely that was the first thing that popped out for me. But I'll have to keep that in the hot and the hickory. I'll definitely keep that in mind for the next order. What would you say so far? What's the best lesson you've learned about business in general, I guess, from this whole experience?
He's more the business side part. I'm the more like making it
just
and
the
all that
online
stuff.
marketing, the power of it
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
if you can
The TikTok
reach
thing is
33
crazy.
million people, you know, I mean, obviously you can't just do a video and it's just going to go viral. And who knows why this one
Yeah,
happened?
I don't
Because
even understand
like
why it went viral.
like you
It's
said,
just
you saw it. It's nothing super special. It just hit all the correct algorithms or whatever. I told Dawna, I said, it's like she hit the social media lottery type thing. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because there's tons of people that are trying to
Trying.
do that and they
Yeah.
can't, right? And then we accidentally did it. So
Yeah, I'm
we?
not even like I'm always like camera shy, all that stuff, and it just I don't know.
But the power of the power of the online
Yeah,
community and the social media, you know, because I mean, I always knew it was there. I just didn't, you know, I told Dawn, I've told her in the past, I was like, some celebrity is going to get a hold of it sometime and they're going to lip off about it. They're going to say
we're gonna go
something
crazy.
and things are going to go bonkers and we're not going to be ready, you know. And instead, it was just this guy is actually trying to help us out, and it happened, and we weren't ready. but but you know, now
It's awesome. It was really awesome. It happened.
it is, and
I
now,
think we talked about. I think the fact that he used like the meta glasses where you didn't know you were being recorded. I think it just made it all completely 100% authentic. Rather than if he would have walked up on you with a phone in your face, you would have been like, "Well, what's going on?"
yeah,
It kind of probably would have threw everything off. So I think that the way that he does it, and I think the fact that I think that came out like during Christmas time. So like I don't know, it was just the right time, the right moment, and
Yep.
I think it's awesome to see that it's worked out for you guys big time. But a couple more things with you guys out of here. We're live across 3 different platforms, and then this will also drop on our podcast feeds on Monday morning. But if you were to pitch your beef jerky for people to want to check out the website, order some for themselves, what would you say?
it's the same thing we say to our in-person people. It's like,
It's different.
guys, it's not like normal jerky.
Yeah, it's not normal.
It's different. It's like it's super thin,
Easy to
eat,
not hard on your teeth.
like a chip, you know, and the flavor is just amazing.
Yeah.
Also because of the fact that it is so thin. You pack a lot of flavor into a very small amount, if that makes sense.
So it's almost like
I would agree.
a jerky crisp, if you will.
Yeah. We try, you know,
Jerky chip.
we'll even go in and turn the dehydrators back on for a little bit just to try to get the last water out of it and then get it into the bag, you know, and with the desiccant pack to try to get it crispy. If it's ever, we call it wimpy, right? Like, so, oh no, the bag's wimpy. You got to turn it. You gotta get it. You can't sell that.
I don't want to get rid of or give away all your secrets, but how do you get it to be such different, like the crispiness flavor? Like, is it the time in the dehydrator, or is it the cut?
Thin. We just slice it thin.
I mean,
simple enough.
We still cook it for 12 hours total.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, we actually looked at the whole, hey, let's see if we can almost copyright or whatever your process. There is none. We don't use anything special. We don't have any special processes, so we can't like protect we can't, oh, this is our thin jerky, nobody else can make it like this. That's not a thing. Okay, we actually investigated that, and I told Dawna,
no patent pending.
there's no patent. And I told Dawna, because she was like, what if people try to copy our product? And I said, you know why nobody makes jerky like this, Dawna?
It's kind of hard.
It's hard. You have to make it by hand. You can't throw a cow into a machine and pop out bags of jerky, right? We're hand slicing everything. We're laying it out. We hand baste it. We put the sprinkle the toppings on by hand. You know, we're constantly watching those guys. I mean, it's not homemade, but it's handmade. And I don't know how else you would do it. Well, you've obviously had the product, so you see the slices. They're whole slices of steak, right?
Yeah.
It's not. They're not little chunks of.
Right.
There's no gristle in it,
Yeah.
And every bit of it's seasoned. It's not like some bags where you have like one piece will be covered in seasoning, the other won't have so much. Like the entire thing, the entire base is seasoning, seasoned, I should say. And the one thing, like if you're used to regular jerky, like the initial couple bites, it does throw you off because you're used to a whole different experience. It is like a chip, but once you start chewing, you get that same consistency as you would any other type of jerky.
It like
It's great. Yeah, it's cool. It's like plus like I drive a truck for a living, so it's a pretty easy thing to snack on while you're behind the wheel. So it's great.
One bag is 6.4 ounces dried down to 2 ounces. So there's no moisture in the bag. We're not selling any water. And so if you eat an entire bag, it's like eating a 6-ounce steak. There's like 51 grams of protein in a single bag.
Sold.
So I do have a coworker. He buys it, but he lives with his brother, and the package came in when he was gone at work, and his brother got the package, and he told me, the guy called me the next day. He said, my brother opened the package, and when I got home, he said, I'm sorry, dude, I ate 5 bags of your jerky. he pounded all 5 bags of the hot jerky,
man,
and he said he just couldn't. He said I couldn't quit eating it.
That's a good testimony.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, Dylan, you gotta try it, man. It's seriously, it's like nothing I've ever had before in the best way. Got last question, the one that we ask all our new guests at the end of each episode, and that is, knowing what you know today, what is one thing you would tell your 18-year-old self?
And this doesn't have to be about the business, so.
Yeah.
Well, you want to go?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I mean, I actually didn't do this till I was probably 40, and it's kind of a spin off of the Yes Man movie with Jim Carrey, and just say yes, even if it's not your thing or you don't want to do it or what. Just say yes. This is social, at work. Just always take opportunity. When people ask you if you want to do something, you want to go somewhere, at work, you want to be part of this committee, or you want to do a structure a new process or open a new facility. Yes. Just say yes, because all those experiences just enrich your life, and you wouldn't know it if you're just the no guy. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Well, then you're just going to get stuck doing what you've always done, and your life will never change.
That's kind of what I've always said. I even tell my kids that all the time. I'm like, just try it. You don't know if you're going to like it unless you try it. Food, experiences, whatever it is. It's like, somebody likes doing a different thing. I'm like, well, just go and do it with them and see if you like it. But
that's what I tell my kids when they got a pile of broccoli on their plate. Like, just try it. You might like it. Doesn't work over here, but I do. I tell them the same thing.
Cover it in cheese.
That's something I always did with my kids too. I gave them like maybe a nickel size of anything, a quarter size, whatever, on their plate, just so they'll try it. Just try it, see if you like it. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
But Dawna, Mike, this was incredible. I've been looking forward to this episode for a few weeks to get more of the behind the scenes of not just the viral moment, but just the business in general. And you guys are actually absolutely killing it. Like I said, I'm excited to get my latest order, and as soon as I get that one, I'll probably place the third one. And I'm looking forward to once you guys catch up. Hopefully we'll get that sample box or whatever we can get going there. Dylan, we'll have to get you on there to order something.
Yes.
But other than that, we'll stick with us. We'll close it out here after the show. But Dylan, other than that, you know what time it is, man.
100%. 100%. Great show. Thank you so much, Dawna and Mike. You guys were incredible. Wish you guys best of luck catching up on all those orders. Like Bobby said in the beginning, internet got it right. Follow us at TSP_2019 on all of our social platforms. And be sure to go get your jerky online. If you listen to this, www.dawnasjerky.com. Place your orders, get the jerky, and enjoy. So for myself and Bobby, have a wonderful week, friends. We'll catch you next week for 223.
TSP, we like to welcome you. Every show we drop a gem on you to invest in you. We giving you the game, not no lame shit. These other podcasts talk about the same shit. We talk sports, world news, entertainment.